Hi and welcome back to another DHGate Retro Remake review. Today we have something slightly different, as I have here a DHGate version of the Blackburn Rovers 1994-1995 season home shirt. I also have an original shirt from 1994 for Blackburn Rovers. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at this DHGate remake and we're going to compare it to the one from 1994. Now the one from 1994 is slightly different, as it doesn't have a name on the back or anything, but we'll get a good look at to see what the differences are. So as we can see, the shirt from DHGate has come in the normal bag. It's got the warnings on there. If you would like to know who the seller is of this shirt, then please leave a comment below and I'll let you know. Also, please make sure you subscribe to this channel, as I do these reviews on a weekly basis. Sometimes I also throw out a video on a Wednesday. So let's get these shirts opened and have a look how they differ. So here we have it. On the left, we have the official Blackburn shirt from '94. On the right, we have the DHGate shirt. So first of all, we'll have a look at the collar. It's quite easy to see that the collar on this shirt, the remake, is a lot smaller than on the original. Underneath it, you have two buttons, which is exactly the same as on the official shirt, with the little red bit behind as well. So that is the same on both shirts. We have on the remake an ASICS tag, made in Italy, the size XL. On the original, we have the ASICS tag again, this version of the large. Jumping down to the ASICS kit manufacturer logo, this is like a velvety heat pressed on, whereas on the remake, it's stitched. The badge on the remake is a lot bigger than on the official one. And this is, again, this has been stitched on, whereas on the original, it's like a velvety pressed on feel. But say the badge is a lot bigger. Moving down to the sponsor, this has that velvety feel, the McEwan's Lager. There is a slight difference, and you can slightly feel where the lettering is. Whereas on the original one, don't get me wrong, this looks really quite poor because it's so old. There's a bigger gap or difference between the white and the red. But I would say, in comparison, the McEwan's Lager is about the same. The font is slightly different, but size-wise, it's pretty much the same. Looking at the sleeves, on the official shirt, you have that writing. And on the remake, you do have it again, but it's been stitched on. Whereas on the official one, it's been pressed on. You also have it on the opposite sleeve, again, which has been pressed on, and on the remake, it's been stitched on. On the remake, I did order it with the Premier League badges, which are the correct badges for the time frame, but on my official shirt, we do not have them. Moving down to the bottom of the shirt, nothing to call out. So this is my official shirt, so that's why there's loose stitching on there. But on the remake, again, nothing. The material, I would say, to be fair, it does feel pretty much the same, which I wasn't expecting. If we zoom out a little bit, the shirt on the right is the remake, which is an XL. The shirt on the left is the official one, which is a large. And you can see that the official large is a lot bigger than the XL remake. Let's flip them over and look at the back. Okay, now we're looking at the back. The collar is quite thick on the official shirt. Jumping over to the remake, again, it is quite thick, but I would say on the official one, it does feel a little bit better. Moving down, on the remake, I have got Shearer printed on there with the number 9. On the official shirt, unfortunately, there are no names on there. But again, it's quite clear, as you can see from this angle, that the official one on the left is a lot bigger than the one on the right. Okay, as we look at the inside, this is where we start seeing some of the bigger differences. So straight away, we have the collar, which is quite a wide neck, whereas when we move over to the Remake, it's a lot thinner. And as we can see, as always with these DHGate shirts, we have quite a bit of excess stitching, whereas on the official one, it's quite tidy. Looking at the badge on the official shirt, as I said earlier, it's been pressed on, whereas on the Remake, it's been sewn on, so you have the imprint of the badge on the flip side. Same goes for the ASICS logo, which has been stitched on, whereas on the official one, it's been pressed on. Where we have the shirt sponsor, that looks pretty much the same on both. Don't get me wrong, on the official shirt, it looks a lot more worn, just due to the age of the shirt, and on the Remake, it looks nice and tidy. As we move down to the bottom, looking at the hem, the stitching is really good on the hem, on both shirts. And looking at under the arms, to be fair, the stitching on this Remake shirt is really good. On the sleeves, as I said again at the start, this has been sewn in, whereas on the official shirt it's been pressed in. And finally, looking at the other side, on the official shirt, nothing really to call out, whereas on the Remake, where we have the Shearer lettering, you can see it's been pressed on nicely, no creases. The hem is really good. So the stitching actually on the shirt is quite good, although I have just noticed a little bit of loose thread in there and around the ASICS label, but nothing too bad at all. And looking at the official shirt, that does have some loose stitching as well. Whether that's the age of the shirt or whether it was loose when I got it brand new, I do not know. But we can see here that official shirts do also have loose stitching. So all in all, I think this is quite a good comparison. And I actually really enjoyed being able to show you the differences between a classic 94-95 Blackburn shirt and a DHGate remake of the same shirt. There are some subtle differences, most notably, as I said, on the front of the shirt where you've got both the badge and the kit manufacturer. But that doesn't take anything away from the quality of the Remake, and I think it is really good. You would definitely get away with wearing this Remake shirt at Ewood Park and nobody would call you out whatsoever. There are other Remake shirts of this era of the Blackburn shirt, which to be fair, don't look as good as this one. So if you have liked this video, and please make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you would like to know who the seller is of this shirt or any other DHGate shirts that I've reviewed, then please leave a comment below and asking, and I will tell you who it is. And please ensure that you subscribe to this channel, as you will see that I do quite a lot of these DHGate reviews. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.